have two things to say. So,
Tal
first,
Dror Shalicha.
I'm working for the Jewish Agency for Israel. I'm working at the Jewish Federation of St. Paul. I arrived a year ago and I live here for the next year. I have first of all a question and then I have something I wanted to say. So when you talk about a second class, is it a feeling that the Jews feel or it's a fact that is happening in Israel? Is that a feeling you got from this Knesset member, or is it something that is very obvious that it's a fact and that's what's happening in Israel?
Do you want me to answer the question, then you make your comment? Or
Yes.
Okay. So the Druze are actually slightly different than some of the rest of the Palestinian citizens of Israel because they serve in the army and are a little bit more integrated into society. I think that they probably feel a little bit less of a second-class citizen, and I think that's part of the reason why they're so upset by the law. I think that they do feel integrated, but I will say we, on this trip, also went to Nazareth, and we sat with the municipal elections are happening right now, and we sat with some of the people that are running in Nazareth for the local council, and similarly to the United States, if you go into African American neighborhoods, you go into Latino and immigrant communities, people will say, well, we pay our taxes and we get 1/10 the service. Why is it that we don't have, bus service every 5 minutes? We have it every 30 minutes. They will say in inner cities and other poor areas of the United States, we are second-class citizens, right? So that's the feeling.
So it's a feeling, because I could tell as an Israeli who live in Israel, they get the rights. I see them walking in different places. I went to a multicultural school where Rabin went, Kalduri, and they learn over there, and they get equal rights in classes and in everything after classes. So if there's something to afternoon activities, and I see them at work and I see them in the army. So it's a feeling.
You don't see them in the army.
Right. What?
You don't see Arab citizens of Israel other than the Druze in the army.
I see Cherkessians.
Right, but give me a break. I mean, to be
honest,
honest,
have to serve in the army.
You have to be honest with people. There's a very small percentage of Palestinian citizens of Israel who serve in the army.
There is. I was talking about the Druze, and I'm talking about the Cherkessians that live next door to Kfar Tavor, which is where I live. They all serve in the army for 3 years.
90% don't. So, you can highlight the 10%, but 90% don't.
So I could tell the boys are serving, girls are not serving, but it's a fact that Cherkessian has a mandatory role to go and serve in the IDF. And then they get benefits, and they could go to college, and they're all going to college.
How many are there out of the 1.9 million Palestinian citizens of Israel? How many are Circassian?
I'm talking now about the Cherkessians.
How many are there?
How many? I would say from my 1995, most of them went to serve in a combat unit.
Right, how many? There's maybe 10,000?
Maybe I should go and check online how many, but I'm saying...
You're not doing a very good job as a shlicha, I'm sorry, because you're misleading this community.
So maybe I'm missing my community, but I want to say that 23 years ago, we were very close with Yitzhak Rabin government to get the Shalom process, right? We were so close, Oslo agreements and Jordan agreements with King Hussein. But then what happened? It all ended in a day when a Jew from the Israeli society didn't agree with him. So after that, the Israelis, and I'm as an Israeli telling you that we needed to face every day terror attacks on buses, terror attacks on bus stations, terror attacks when my friend is getting killed in Gaza. And my brother is not coming back from Gaza for 3 days, and my mom is sitting in the living room. So you tell me I'm not doing a good job. I'm leaving my community and I'm helping them to face the current situation. I won't say that this is the ideal situation. Of course it's not. And of course I would want to live in a country that I feel confidence and I feel I can walk without getting a knife in my back, which is a feeling that some Israelis go with around. Maybe I'm not good with percent, but you tell me I'm not doing a good job, this is why I'm here. I'm here to talk, and I'm here to face the reality, and I'm here to bring all of the situations that are Israel facing. If it's Rabin, we just honored his name 2 days ago, and if it's, yes, more complicated things with government Bibi. But when you tell me I'm not doing a good job, I'm exploring, like all of the Israelis in Israel. Percent, I'm not sure about percent, but I could tell as an Israeli who live in Israel, I see that the Druze and Circassians are getting rights. You're right, Palestinians in the West Bank or Gaza, they don't get rights. And you know, I feel so sorry that we can't work with a terror organization. And yes, it's not a partner. As for the terror organization, Israel government, Bibi, is definitely not a partner, because you need to have both sides to make something with the Shalom process. And Rabin, actually, 23 years ago, he did it. He wanted to bring the Shalom process. So yes, these days, neither Bibi and neither Hamas or PLO are trying to work together. And this is a problem that we are facing every day. You're right. But to tell me I'm not doing a good job because I'm trying to face the reality and I bring it up.
I would like a second to just respond, and I don't mean in a personal way. I apologize for personally saying that. But I think it is a problem for the Jewish agency. I think it is a problem for the institutional Jewish community that the reality of the situation is not presented to the American Jewish community. I don't think, and I'll blame it not on you, I'll blame it on your bosses, that the talking points that you've been trained in, you've been given, do a disservice to actually solving this conflict. It is so important to understand that when I say 1.9 million Palestinian citizens of Israel get second-class services, and when a law passes in Israel that says that they do not have equal rights under the law, we are chipping away at the democracy of the state of Israel. And to come back with the talking point that 30,000 Circassians do serve in the army when 1.9 million Palestinians don't get equal rights is not a good talking point, because these folks don't know.
It's right. It's a feeling. It's a feeling. It's not a fact.
It's not,
and
it's
also,
a fact.
the
It's
Jewish
not
agency. The Jewish
Can I
agency.
just jump in, Tal, for 1 second? So it's so easy to get feelings of this, and that's what you're saying.
Right,
So,
but the
I just-
Jewish.
I just
okay.
want to say that I think what is being presented is the fact that we have some facts, which is almost 2 million people who are living as citizens in Israel, and the reality is complicated, and the life is complicated, that's what you're presenting. But you're saying that it's just a small percentage of those people who are
Serving
actually
in the
serving in the
army.
army. But I want to just clarify, the nation-state law that was just brought up and that you were speaking about doesn't make them second-class citizens.
Well, for instance, the language, Arabic language.
So it speaks
It
about
makes,
Arabic
it makes
language.
it no longer an official language.
Correct. So it makes Arabic language a
second tier, right?
language.
Right, and it also says that the Jewish nature of the state is elevated above its
Right.
democratic nature, and so that's something that, again, it's not a feeling, it's a fact.
Okay, I just want to end my sentence. Just want to end my sentence. The Jewish agency goal and my goal as a shlicha is not to talk about politics, is to connect the diaspora to Israel, people to people, peoplehood, and create connections. So I'm not here, and I came this morning to listen to you, but my goal is not to talk about politics or to move forward with the peace process. My goal is to connect the people who are sitting here and create personal connections with me. So next time they go to Israel, they will say, I want to visit her and I want to have coffee with her and I want to see where is she living. This is the Jewish agency goal. If my boss is not doing a good job by training me with politics, this is something else. This is why I need to go to college and sit in a class of international relations. My goal is a Jewish agency representative, and it's very important for me that you all will know what is my job. My job is to teach Hebrew. My job is to work with kids. My job is to bring Israeli culture from my own experience. And this is why I'm here. Thank you.
And Tal, just want to say you're doing a wonderful job with that. And I think you were using this just as an opportunity to show how the training from the Jewish agency, which will be part of the Smith Conception series, operates. And so
Right, I mean, and I'll be really blunt. I mean, when I said that, why are young people angry? This is why they're angry. I mean, and I don't, it's no disrespect intended, because you know, it's Bougie Herzog, I've talked to him.
I'm definitely not angry. You just said I'm not doing a good job, so I wanted to tell you what is my job.
It was a